Hello, my name is Lauren Wynn and welcome to the Weaver Wire. As we know, the weather here can be quite confusing in Greensboro. The temperature can be in the 80s one day and the 50s in the next. This makes it hard for people without homes to stay warm during the spurred cold weather we have. The Weaver Carpentry class has started a tiny house project, which essentially provides tiny homes that they have built for the homeless community. Let's check in on what they have so far.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Cockburn. I'm with the Weaver Carpentry class here, and we're a part of the Tiny House Project. We were building these tiny houses for Tiny House Greensboro. The one over here is going to a veteran who is homeless. So we're helping restock our community and helping with a housing solution. We started by laying out all the joists and creating the base of our structure. And we had to work with a couple other classes to help flip it over. And now we're laying the subfloor. The overall goal is to build a tiny house using our carpentry skills to complete the framing and structure and finish work for the house, and then to eventually help someone who's dealing with homelessness. It's very rewarding as a student to come in and finish a project in a day. You get to see your work come and evolve and how you work hard to finish something, so it's really nice, and in the end it's going to something that's got a good cause.
Hey, you want to get shot to this?
Are you thinking about going into the construction industry? Today we're basically putting some skids in, and yeah, we're basically gonna flip it over and yeah, start building from there. Basically learning the process of building a house, even though it's a tiny house, is basically the same process as building a regular size house, so you learn the things that happen and go on.
We will continue to update you on the progress of the Tiny House Project. We had a chance to speak with North Carolina A&T's undergraduate admissions counselor, Miss Jade Hill. Here's what she had to say.
In 1891, March 9th, 1891 to be more specific. As a land-grant university, we are STEM focused, so a focus on science, technology, engineering, mathematics. However, we are all inclusive, meaning we welcome all majors. So whether that is professional, theater, fine arts, business, music, education, we welcome you here. We are a doctoral research institution, awarded $78.2 million in research funding just last year. This is extended to our undergraduate studies. So the undergrad students will be working with professors, working on some top projects like in engineering. They're working on an autonomous car, the hypoallergenic peanut, and even more amazing projects.
What should like a prospective student expect from AT?
Yes, all right. As far as student life, very, very fun campus. So Greensboro is what's called college town, college city. So a lot of community colleges as well as other universities just right down the street. Very young town. So you can expect a lot of fun outside of the classroom. Now in the classroom, you can expect a lot of hands-on experience. So your professors, it is not really just textbook quizzes. It is hands-on projects. It's get out there in the community and see what you can do to make a change. It is going out and work and bettering yourself through workshops. It is networking with the professors, not only colleagues, but people they've just made friends with over the years that work in their industries. So for me personally, you can expect an overall awesome experience. Very hands-on, even with the mask on. Awesome question, thank you.
How does A&T's history benefit the university?
Great. So we have a rich history. I don't know if you heard about the A&T 4, the Greensboro 4. Y'all heard about them? Oh, y'all heard about them? Okay, I was gonna give my spiel, but never mind. Well, we have a lot of trailblazers throughout the history. We have freshmen, right? Like the A&T 4 who come right out of high school and know they can make a difference, but know they can be supported at A&T. Like with the history, you can just see all things are possible. You don't have to be a certain age. You don't have to be 30, 40, 50, 60 years old in this world to make a difference. You can start it right here at your university and it will spark a difference in the nation.
What does A&T offer that is unique to them?
We offer a safe environment. So we have a lot of, I believe they're even millionaires now, students who have went out and started their own organizations, their own businesses, companies, while still at school at A&T. Your Aggies will support you. Yes, yes, yes. We do pop-up shops. Your professors will help you get it off the ground and running. They help you become a better person. It's not just about, oh, I'm a student in this classroom. I'm gonna go through the 4 years and then find a job at the end. They really help you with your developmental throughout your matriculation to your degree. So different, you're not just a number. You are an individual. Again, that 19-to-1 student faculty ratio, that's pretty hard to beat. I've had classrooms with large as 100 students at a time. Also had classrooms as small as 5. So, but either classroom, whether it was the large auditorium style or the smaller ones, I never felt like I was overlooked. A&T will not overlook you. You're not just another number. Definitely an individual.
You covered a lot in all of our questions, so thank you.
Yeah, your presentation was real detailed. I liked it.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, oh my gosh, thank you so much for this opportunity. This was awesome. Y'all have great questions. Hopefully I see you all in Aggieland very soon. Again, my name is Jade Hill. If you want to reach out and just speak with me, have a conversation, or ask any other questions, just give me a call.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank
Aggie
you.
Pride.
Aggie Pride. Bye, guys.
As we're moving into spring, that brings plenty of rain. One thing you should be asking yourself is, are my windshield wipers still in good condition? Auto Tech student Ryan Holland will explain us how and when to change your windshield wipers.
Hi, my name is Ryan Holland. I'm here at Weaver Auto Tech Lab, and today we're going to be talking about windshield wiper blades. So the first thing you need to know is, when should you replace your windshield wiper blade? Generally, vehicle manufacturers recommend you replace them at least once a year, but if you get out and inspect them, you can check for cracks, you can check for tears. That'll signify that you need to replace the blade. This is an example of a bad windshield wiper blade. You can see it's starting to come apart. It also has some cracks and missing components of the blade. This can lead to inconsistent wiping and clearing of rain and other precipitation. So next, you need to locate where your windshield wiper blades are at. Most cars have 2 of them in the front, and you can simply pull them up. Some cars, larger, have them in the rear as well, and some cars actually only have 1 wiper blade, but most commonly they have 2. The next step will be to inspect the blades. You can see if they've got a nice rubber texture to them and you don't see any signs of cracking, then more than likely they're okay. But if there is cracks in them, definitely replace them. One thing also to note is, when replacing the blades, often car manufacturers have different lengths of the wiper blades. One side might be larger than the other, so that's important to keep in consideration when you're replacing the blades. It varies for every make and model. The next step will be to dismount the blade. It's also different for every manufacturer. I just recommend looking it up. And if you're not comfortable replacing your blade, you can always take it to an auto parts store and they'll be able to help you out with that. In this case, this is held on with a clip. You simply press down and pull the blade off, and it comes off like that. It's easy as that. A lot of times there'll be a clip with the blade. You'll want to make sure you hang on to that, but sometimes wiper blades will come with new clips. So now I'm going to show you how to reinstall the blade. You'll want to come up over here to this hook. On this vehicle, you come from behind and just push it on the clip, and it makes a little click noise. You can just double check, make sure it's on there good, wiggle it around, shake it a little. All right, and now that we've got the blades replaced, it might be a good idea to also check your wiper fluid level. That's important for keeping your windshield clean and keeping your visibility the best it can be. Usually your reservoir is located under the hood. Oftentimes vehicle manufacturers will include a warning indicator light on the dashboard that'll let you know when it's low. But you can also just look at it and check the level by visibility. And that should be it for replacing your wiper blades. Thank you for listening today. My name is Ryan Holland here at the Weaver Auto Tech Lab, and I'll see you next time.
Have you struggled with finding the right college for you? Well, you're in luck. Greensboro College is one of our local colleges in our area. We have brought in one of their recruiters to tell us a little bit more about the college.
Hello everybody, my name is Andrew Friedrichs. I'm an admissions counselor at Greensboro College and a graduate of the class of 2020. And I'm here to tell you why Greensboro College. If you are not familiar with Greensboro College's location, we are just steps away from the city's downtown business district and governmental plaza. This is where our students will go to look for internships, as well as just get their hands on the city. There are things like pride festivals, folk festivals, just different celebrations of history and culture, as well as live theater and minor league sports. Since we all know Greensboro, we all know the amazing things it has to offer. And so we want our students to get their hands on not only the city, but get their hands on in the classroom as well. We have about 1,000 students enrolled, class sizes that range from 10 to 30, and a student to faculty ratio of 9:1, which ensures a personalized education. Your professors will know your name. We also offer resources like The Peak, which is our Personal Enrichment and Knowledge Center, which is a team of academic advisors that are there to help you learn better study habits, give you academic support, and even teach you better test-taking skills. I'm sure everybody's familiar with the Say Yes Scholarship. But we also offer a merit-based scholarship, as well as the North Carolina Stay Local Scholarship through Greensboro College. The way you can get that scholarship is by applying and completing your financial aid through FAFSA, the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. You will use our school code 002930, and that will be how you receive grants and loans through Greensboro College, as well as Greensboro College's North Carolina Stay Local Scholarship. Thank you so much for your time, and if you'd like to get in contact with Greensboro College, please talk to our Guilford representative, Krista Connolly.
We had a chance to interview and talk to Chelsea Council about her performance at the Charlotte Hornets game.
Let's go, Chelsea!
Hi, my name is Chelsea Council, and I'm a sophomore at Weaver Academy for Performing Arts, and I'm majoring in recording engineering. I was thinking, like, it would be so funny and cool if I could go and sing at like a national game or a national like venue. And I walked away from the idea, and I was looking online, and the Charlotte Hornets were having national anthem auditions. And so I was like, you know what, let's send one in, because the worst thing that they're gonna tell me is no. And I got an email back later and they were asking me to sing. My mom was ecstatic. She's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. This child that I've raised is now going to sing for an NBA game, which is a huge thing. My friends, they kind of looked at me and they were like, are you joking? And I'm like, I'm not joking. I have friends from my old school who were like, oh my goodness, you left here, referring to my old school, and they're like, and now you're singing in the NBA. That's huge. I think I greatly underestimated the amount of people that would be there. And so it was a little nerve-wracking, but once I got to actually singing, that nervousness kind of melted away. Whose much stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. I grew up in church, Word of Life Tabernacle, and then now the Summit Church. I sing for them regularly. And when you're a little kid and you're all around it all the time, you're learning essentially how to sing, how to keep rhythm, how to do all those things. And it clicked with me and I loved it, and I've been doing it ever since. I plan to send in auditions all the time because, like I said, the worst thing people can say is no. Know that if you got there, then you can do it, and that people believe in you. And if you need to close your eyes, closing your eyes when you sing is not a horrible thing. Close your eyes, feel the music, but don't let that kind of nervousness or fear take over you, because if you do that, you'll lose any opportunities that you have. And the goal is not to lose the opportunities.
Greensboro has hosted the ACC Women's Basketball Tournament 22 times, and this year's tournament was projected to bring the city about $4.6 million in revenue. This is an event where several elementary and middle schools were able to take a field trip to the Coliseum to enjoy the early round games. Since the pandemic, the program has been on a hiatus since the students haven't been able to come. But hopefully as things get better, we should be able to resume this in the future. For now, let's enjoy some pictures of this year's tournament. We had a chance to ask several students what they were listening to on their playlist. Here's what they had to say.
What songs are you listening to? What are some songs that you listen to?
Almeida by Solange, All Right by Kendrick Lamar, and Hot Wind Blows by Tyler, the Creator.
What is a song you have on repeat?
That's a hard one. I'd probably have to say Wet Dreams by J. Cole.
What are some songs that you are listening to?
Look Back at It, Skywalker, and Wow by Post Malone.
What is a song you have on repeat?
Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars.
What are some songs you are listening to?
Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst by Kendrick Lamar. Vomit Spit and One Beer, both by MF Doom.
What is a song you have on repeat?
Sabor a Mi by Ivy Gourmet, a really old Spanish song.
What are some songs you are listening to?
I've been listening to Transparent Soul by Willow, Somebody That I Used to Know, and Poker Face.
What is a song you have on repeat?
Jealous by iDress.
Thank you. What is your name?
My name is Naya Smith.
What are some songs you are listening to?
This morning I was listening to Tia Tamara by Doja Cat, and
Okay, what is the song you have on repeat?
Ever since that Super Bowl, I've been listening to Humble by Kendrick Lamar.
What are some songs you were listening to?
Right now I'm listening to Trust Nothing by King Von, How Would You Feel by Rod Wave, and Alpha Beam by Set It Off 83.
What is the song you have on repeat?
One song that I have on repeat right now is Poison by Rod Wave.
What is your name?
Angel.
What are some songs you were listening to?
Some songs I've been listening to are Money Long, Time Machine, Pressure by Ari Lennox, and Woman by Doja Cat.
What is the song you have on repeat?
Definitely Good Days by SZA.
Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed today's show. Tune in next time for the Weaver Wire.